Hello there, everybody. Professor J here, and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2, where last time, just
dumbass.
thank you. Thank you for saying what I was thinking, Arthur. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, last time, me and Mrs. Adler rode into town. And we did some grocery shopping.
Hey there.
Molly, I have the mirror you asked me for.
Here you go. The new mirror. And hopefully some better luck.
Oh, thanks, Arthur. I have something you might like. I'll leave it by your tent later.
Alright, thank you.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, I'll check that achievement out later. Anyway. Last time, me and Miss Adler, Sadie Adler, we rode into town, to the town roads, and we got...
I'm beginning to worry a little, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, you know me, Miss Grimshaw? I'm wondering.
I know, son. I'm just glad to have you back with us. For now.
Alright, is that all? Because you're kind of interrupting me. Anyway, me and Sadie rode into town, picked a few groceries for Pearson, because she was driving him crazy and he was driving her crazy.
Here's
And...
some burdock root you wanted.
Oh, you actually... Well, thank you. This'll make a good batch, all right.
Okay.
And, me and Sadie kind of got, ambushed by Lemoyne Raiders.
Okay, Mr. Morgan.
Which,
Hey.
I'll be honest here, I was gonna blast them if Sadie didn't. But she beat me to it. So, after that, after she shot the first one, we kind of had a shootout of our own, and, yeah. That all happened fast and quick. And I shot a man in the head or wherever. Through the trees, man. I got him through the trees, man. Seriously, I couldn't even see him. I could barely see him. But still, I could not...
Hope you've been practicing.
I still hit him and ended him. But after running a couple errands for these people, I'm gonna talk to Dutch.
It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in the field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that?
Many times.
I see I'm boring you, Arthur.
Worrying me. We lost men back there.
We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
We're thieves. In a world that don't want us no more.
We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out.
Okay.
Old Jose says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
Yeah. So you want to go fishing? Okay. Great. We're gonna go fishing with a crazy man. Lenny?
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in?
You don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over.
What?
Always dream of crushing
Okay, I'm thinking, Charles. Charles set that up. That's the only thing I can think of. Unless that's something I pitched in for. It might have been. I don't remember.
Okay, go.
It just looks like something that is kind of reminiscent of Native American.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again. Thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Hi. Feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived. How well we have fought. Especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day.
I could sucker them all out of their money playing blackjack.
Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool.
Well, in all honesty, I really could. I'm surprisingly, I'm actually kind of good at playing blackjack, regardless of if it's in game or real life. Poker,
Gentlemen,
I kind of suck at.
look what the cat drug in. I seem to have gotten myself in a spot to bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out.
Well, look who it is.
How are you, boys?
Really, Trelawney?
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best.
McGregor.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He
A
is
pyramid
magician. I
scheme?
know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we
Really?
just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more
Is that
scandal!
what he was trying to run?
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on!
Call on up, McGregor.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Stay with that train. Don't
I
let
ain't
them get away.
cows.
Keep
I
your
ain't
guns
stupid.
holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Keep your panties on, buddy.
Faster,
You ain't
come on.
gonna lose a...
What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I'm going as fast.
I'm doing my best. Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I not say that?
Oh,
You
shit.
said plenty.
Buddy. Oh, well.
Ooh, that must have hurt. Leave them. Stay with that train. Train's slowing down to go through the station.
Alright.
Now's our chance. Get to the side of the train.
I'm not.
Get alongside that flat carriage.
Well, I would.
You think you can jump on there?
Yeah.
Why me?
because you ride like my grandmother.
You are something else.
Now he's throwing bottles, the low-down bastard.
You cop bastard. I didn't do nothing. Arrest me now.
Okay, time for you to get off. Hey, I think this is your stop.
Go on, don't lose him.
I'm not stupid. I may be slow climber, but I ain't stupid.
Come on, shitbag.
Don't let me get away.
Bastard. Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
You want to be thrown off this train?
Gonna be dead soon, partner.
There.
Come on, Mr. Callahan, I'm relying on you.
You're only making it worse.
Get back here, you son of a bitch.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here. We need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that.
Okay. I'm ready to kick some, Okay. That knife's gotta go.
You sure?
Yeah! Hand me your rope.
Come on.
Mother... Okay, that's it. Shut up. He's unconscious. I think I broke his head in, but he's done.
I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
This son of a bitch. If you see any blood on the paneling behind me,
Bring him out here.
just ignore that. That's from the back of his head.
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
Yes.
Sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
For what now?
Take him in, come on.
Anders Anderson.
A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train.
Okay.
There you go. You are a natural.
I've done plenty of bounty
All right,
hunts,
let's
so
take him in.
second
Follow me.
first rodeo.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
An involuntary
yes, we
tour,
are in
okay.
dire need of some rain around here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
My horse
Road,
is
sir.
just trotting.
You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Sounds like Endgame version
Look out
of
there left here.
the real world, Hatfields and McCoys. Two families that despise each other. God only knows why, but they despise each other. In fact, I think a few of their members, there's even been a few killings in
Here we
between the
are.
families.
Welcome to Rhodes.
Hatfields
Up
and
there
McCoys,
on your
that
left
is.
the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also
I
have
know.
the general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the
Doctor.
sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Move Anders Anderson.
Come on, partner, before he wakes up.
He ain't waking up anytime soon.
Sheriff Gray.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding.
Yeah.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible.
I
Come on now.
have no clue
I'll
what that
keep
means.
This fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. Horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of
So-
trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
So would the super agents be like Captain America? Except instead of a shield, they have
Okay, so
I don't
these
know.
two plantation families.
iron horses.
Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
God, this place is
Hosea,
dusty.
you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Yeah, screw it. Let's go fishing.
Oh, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kind of like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Alrighty then.
We all got docked wages again. I ain't even done nothing.
If we can avoid the excitement, we'll be fine. Come on. Come on, you friggin' horse. What is your
All right,
GPS
gentlemen,
broke?
Follow me.
Let's go, boys. Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go fishing.
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a huh?
Sorry about that. Ow. God damn it.
Now, as I was saying, it's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good
Pickerel.
spot.
That's the fish I couldn't think. Mother F.
Are you gonna fall in the lake too?
Shut up. Okay. Okay, that's the first time I've ever heard that, but shut up.
So you was just talking about something?
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah.
What?
We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought.
Yeah, that would be a very terrible thought indeed. 100 Trelawneys. All of them would probably be in jail. I'm not kidding. How bad one is at trying to
Down
run
to the left there.
a business, a fake gold mining investment scam. That just shows how bad the rest would be.
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Hey, those the boats you mean?
Yes. Good.
Yay, boats.
I'm sure nobody
yay.
would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
Ugh, sorry, still kind of sick.
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Come on,
push her
Arthur.
into the
Let's
water
get her in
then,
the water.
boys.
I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh,
Okay, here we go.
Two old men and what, 30?
You boys
Some
too
odd
old
year old.
for real labor no more?
you're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck? Good fish.
That'll do too. Keep going.
Okay, this, a lot harder than controlling a boat.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Quick,
Should really
fishing
come here at
rod.
dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lure as it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
Okay. Okay.
Arthur's got a bite. Just gotta reel him in now,
Nope,
Arthur.
you ain't fighting. You
There's
may
that one.
fight, but
There, hooked him.
you ain't getting away from me.
That feels like a bite. There we go. Shit, got away.
Nope, nope, nope. Oh, come closer, I see. Okay, thanks. I don't mind it. Bit easier to catch.
Look at this
Oh,
beauty.
not
There you
bad.
go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of St.
4
Denis.
pounds.
50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that.
So would I.
Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Well, okay, you're
Then,
40-something.
The next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Maybe 36.
You can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
I got a bite. Got one. I
Okay,
used to go
that's a
fishing
crappy
with this
cast.
fella back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Not bad, Arthur.
I'll keep the 4 points. I'll keep the 4
I think
pounds,
that's a
6
fight.
ounces.
There he is.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost a puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon.
Whoa, what the
Pinkertons
hell
have
just happened?
patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes.
You got a bite. Now reel him in, Arthur.
Stop
Did I
fighting.
ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
I'll cast maybe one more time after this. If I don't decide to keep the fish. And then I'll start rowing back to shore. Come on.
Looks like you got a bite,
Papa
Arthur.
wants a 5-pound bass. Come on. Come on.
You're
Come
getting
on.
the hang of this.
Come on, please be a 5-pounder. And even 4 pounds.
See, you don't kill everything.
Alright. I'm
Hey,
good.
I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right, Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun.
Aha!
Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me something.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good.
The song actually matched the beat.
What song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we 3 poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, round, round? Shall we go dance this round, round, round? And he is a bully boy. Come pledge me on this round, 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 round. We care not for the martial men that do our states disdain, but we care for the merchant men that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, round, round. To them we dance this round, round, round. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up, ground up.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think that we have too much.
Indeed not.
Well, unless they didn't hear us singing from a mile away, I don't think they will. We're already back, boys.
All right. I think we're gonna be okay. I know. Oh, I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
All right. Hello, Arthur.
I think that's a bronze. Yep. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to knock Anders Anderson's ass out without taking a single hit? That's bull. Okay. Catch a fish with Dutch and Hosea. Well, at least I did one part of this. But, anyway, boys and girls, I'm gonna end this episode off here. If you are new and you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And hit that bell to be notified when I make more videos. And if you're a returning viewer and you liked it, well then, leave a like. If you didn't, well, then tell me what I did wrong, or tell me what I could do better in the comments down below. But anyway, until next time, everybody, this is Professor J logging off.